Hello everyone. Next we have to discuss the problems based on power relations. If you know the concept of steady state analysis, then this concept of power relations are very easy. So, what is the basic scenario from this power relations? Just we have active power, reactive power, apparent power, Vi cos phi, Vi sin phi, just Vi. Just if you know the value of phase angle, that is it. We all know the values of active, reactive, apparent power. Just whatever may be the circuit, just you have to calculate the phase angle, that is it. Already I have discussed this note point in the initial classes itself. In order to calculate the phase angle, first you need to calculate the impedance value. So, impedance means what? Magnitude at an angle. That angle represents what? Phase angle between voltage and current. That angle is enough for this power relations. Clear? Then, first problem is an energy meter is connected to an immersion heater, that is C, resistive, operating on an AC 230 volts 50 hertz single phase source reads 2.3 units energy units, okay, in 1 hour. The heater is removed from the supply and now connected to 400 volts peak to peak square wave source. So, first it is connected to what? Single phase AC 230 volts 50 hertz supply. Later it is connected to 400 volts peak to peak square wave source of 150 hertz. Then the power dissipated in kilowatt by the heater will be what? We have to calculate. Okay. So, first we have to discuss case 1. Okay. Case 1. What is the case 1? Given data is what? Voltage is RMS voltage. Here the examiner did not mention anything, by default it is RMS. Okay. Given data, first Vrms is nothing but 230 volts, frequency 50 hertz, clear. Then energy is what? 2.3 units, that is 2.3 kilowatt hour, right. And this is case 1, 230 volts 50 hertz, energy is 2.3 units. So, from this power is equals to what? We all know that energy by time, right. So, from this, for example, P1 power, energy is what? 2.3, time is what? Provided time is equals to 1 hour. So, T is equals to, we can write, right. So, 1. So, P1 is equals to 2.3 kilowatt, we have power, right. We have power and voltage, therefore, we do not have because the immersion heater is nothing but pure resistive, then we have to calculate the value of resistance. Therefore, P1 which is equals to Vrms square by R, right. From this P1 is what? 2.3, that is 2300, which is equals to Vrms square, that is 230 whole square into 230 by R, we do not know, right. So, from this one gets cancelled and this one gets cancelled. Therefore, R is equals to 23, from this R is equals to 23 ohms. We have the value of resistance, clear. Next, this is from case 1 we have power and value of resistance. Next, case 2. What is case 2? From case 2 given data is what? Later it is connected to what? 400 volts peak to peak square wave. This is the waveform for square, right? Peak to peak means what? So, from here to here, that is the meaning, peak to peak. This is what? This is the peak value, this is the peak value. So, peak to peak is nothing but 400. So, we all know that this is 200, this is also 200, right? This is minus 200, this is plus 200. And this is what? T by 2, from here to here full cycle, from here to here full cycle, T by T, from here to here T by 2, here to here T, where T is equals to what? 1 by frequency, which is equals to what? 1 by 150, given what? 150 hertz, 150 hertz, that is it. Okay. We all know that in case of square wave, what is the RMS voltage? We know that in square wave, Vrms should be equals to what? Vm only, right? Vm only. If you have any doubt, derive that Vrms. Already we have did this, right? Therefore, from this Vrms, which is equals to 200 volts, which is equals to Vm, right? Vm is plus 200, Vrm is minus 200, right? So, this value can be calculated from this square wave. Therefore, P2 for example, square by R, Vrms square is what? By 23, P2 is equals to 200 square, we can get 1.739 kilowatts. That is it. Option B is correct. An RLC circuit with relevant data is given below. So, R and L are connected in series, and this whole combination is connected in series with, sorry, parallel with C. So, IS is there, IRL through this branch, IC through this branch. See, provided the data, source voltage 1 at an angle 0, and IS is what? Source current is root 2 at an angle pi by 4, like that IRL root 2 at an angle minus pi by 4 amperes. So, from this data we can calculate the power dissipated in the resistive branch, like that the current IC in the figure. We have to calculate the power dissipated in R, like that IC. Okay. First, he provided the data Vs, source voltage and source current, the current through this branch. So, Is is there, IRL is there. By applying KCL, we can get the value of IC. So, 2 is completed. Next, the power dissipated I square into R. We do not know the value of R. See, IRL square into R, that is it for the first problem, but we do not know the value of R. Then we have to calculate the value of R. An RLC circuit with relevant data is given below. C. He provided the power dissipated in the resistor R. In the resistor R. Completed. First one. Power dissipated. Very simple problem. In R is what? Active power only, right? Active power only, that is it. Therefore, we all know that P is equals to what? V I cos phi. Phi is what? Phase angle between V and I, Vs and Is. That is, phi is nothing but pi by 4. See, this is series combination of RL. Therefore, phi lies between 0 to 90, right? That is why phi is equals to 45 degrees. Clear? So, from this, P which is equals to, what is the value of V? 1 at an angle 0 means 1, which is equals to I root 2 into root 2 cos pi by 4. That's it. The answer is over. P is equals to 1 into root 2, which is nothing but 1 by root 2. Root 2 gets cancelled. Therefore, P is equals to 1 watt. That's it. Option B is correct. Next, second one, the current IC, that is from the circuit diagram by KCL, source current is equals to current through the branch RL plus current through the branch IC. That is it. From this, IC is equals to what? IS minus IRL. He given the data, IS is nothing but what? Root 2 at an angle pi by 4 minus IRL is what? Root 2 at an angle minus pi by 4. These two are in what? Polar forms. After converting, we are getting 2 at an angle 90 degrees. Therefore, 2 at an angle 90 degrees means what? Plus 2j. 2 plus j means what? At an angle 90. Therefore, the answer is plus 2j amperes. This is option D. The voltage and current across a load are as follows. So, this is the value of voltage, this is the value of current. From this, we have to calculate the average power consumed by the load in watts. We have to calculate, right? Given V of t is what? 100 sin omega t, like that 10 sin sin 3 omega t plus 5 sin 5 omega t. See, we are having the magnitude of 100. In this case, we are having the magnitude of 10 sin omega t, clear. So, we are having same frequency, completed. We are having different magnitudes of voltage and current, no problem. But at any case, we are having the same frequency, sin omega t, sin omega, completed. But coming to this, we are having 3 omega, we are having 5 omega in case of current, but we do not have any term related with 3 omega and 5 omega. So, like that we have to write. Okay. So, from this we have to consider only these two terms, we do not have any consideration of these two, because there are no given terms in case of voltage with respect to 3 times of frequency and 5 times of frequency. Therefore, we do not need to consider these terms from here to like this. Therefore, from this Vrms is what? 100 by root 2, like that Irms is what? 10 by root 2. We all know that he need average power. Average power, which is nothing but what? Vrms, Irms into cos phi. What is the value of Vrms? That is 100 by root 2 into 10 by root 2 cos phi is what? 60 degrees. So, 1500 into cos 60 1 by 2, which is nothing but 250 watts. P average is equals to 250 watts. In case of watts is nothing but 250. Two parallel impedances draw currents I1, I2 when I1 is 40 at an angle 20, I2 30 at an angle minus 65 amperes. If the supply voltage be 100 at an angle 0 volts. Obtain the values of current and power factor. What is the input current? So, simple. This is supply voltage two branches are connected in parallel, right. This is Z1, this is Z2, this is the supply voltage. What is the value? 100 at an angle 0. The current through this branch is nothing but I1, like that the current through this branch is I2. He wants the source current, what is the actual value of current, that is it. And in addition with that current, he wants the power factor and input power. Okay. From this, I1 vector sum, right, vector sum. Therefore, I1 is there, I1 is what? 40 at an angle 20 plus I2 is what? 30 at an angle minus 65 degrees. From this is equals to what? We can get 51.28 minus 13.51 like this. Okay. So, from this the magnitude of current is nothing but 51.28 whole square minus, that is plus, minus 13.51 whole square. We can get IRMS, which is equals to 52 amperes, that is it, 52 amperes. So, first part is completed. Next we can get the power factor. So, from this phi is what? Tan phi is what? Minus 13.51 by, which is equal to what? Minus 0.27. Clear? Therefore, cos phi is nothing but what? Cos of, from this phi is what? Tan inverse phi minus 13.51, or you can write minus 0.27. We can get 0.965. Lagging or leading? See, if you do not know the value of, if you do not know the concept of lagging or leading, just you can see the current 51.28 minus J 31.51. See, from this we are having what? Minus 0.27 means what? Lagging. Always you have to say with respect to current only. Therefore, power factor is what? Cos phi is nothing but what? 0.965 lagging. Completed. Next, input power, which is nothing but what? V I cos phi only. Therefore, what is the value of V? 100 into what is the value of I? 52. What is the value of power factor? 0.965, right. So, from this we can get approximately 5 kilowatts of power input. That is it. The answer is 5 kilowatts. That is it. A 10 ohm is in series with a 2 ohm capacitor reactance, and the combination is connected across a 5 ohm resistor. If the input current to this combination is 10 at an angle 0 amperes, find the power factor of the circuit. That is it. We provided a 10 ohm source is connected, a series combination of, okay, true, this is what, and 5 ohm branch, that is it. So, this is what? Sorry, this is 10. This is what? Minus J 2 ohm. See, he provided capacitor reactance minus J Xc, that is, we can write. This is Z1. This is Z2, this is what? 5 ohm. So, Z1 is what? R minus J Xc, that is capacitive equals to minus J Xc, which is nothing but minus J 2 ohm. R1, we can say R1 is equals to what? 10 ohm. Like that, Z2 is equals to what? Only we have R. Okay, Z from this Z1 is connected in parallel with Z2. This is what? Z equivalent. That's it. We have to calculate the value of Z equivalent. That's it. This is what? 10 at an angle 0 degrees. Clear? So, from this Z equivalent is what? Mod Z equivalent at an angle phi. That's it. If we are having phi, we can calculate the power factor. That's it. So, from this Z1 into Z2 by Z1 plus Z2 by Z1. What is the value of Z1? 10 minus J2, right? 10 minus J2 into what is the value of Z2, which is equals to 10 minus J2. That is it. J2 is what? 5, right? From this 15 minus J2. Clear? That is Z equivalent is equals to 50 minus J 10 by 15 minus J2. From this 50 minus J 10 into 15 plus J2 by 225 plus 4, 229. That is it. Z equivalent 750 plus 10. Sorry, yeah, 750 plus 20, 770. We can get 770 by 229 minus 15, 50, 100 minus 50J, right? J 50 by 220. We can get this value. So, from this Z equivalent is what? 3.36 minus J 0.218. We can get this value ohms. This is the value of Z equivalent. So, from this mod Z is equals to, we can get 3.37 and the phasor angle is what? You can get negative value minus tan inverse minus 0.218 by 3.36, right? From this we can get minus 3.17 degrees. Approximately we can get 3.17. See, this is the Z equivalent mod Z at an angle minus phi we got, right? Coming to current V by Z, therefore, V by Z at an angle minus phi, right? We can get V by Z at an angle plus phi. So, coming to this, current is what? Plus phi only. Therefore, is positive, that is leading angle. This is the impedance. For impedance, the angle is negative, but coming to current, that is positive, that is leading angle. Therefore, power factor is nothing but cos phi. Cos of that angle is what? 3.17 should be equals to 0.998 leading. Okay. The power factor is what? 0.998 leading. It should be approximately equals to minus 3 point something. Okay. You can calculate this by using calci. Okay. The inductive reactance in series with Z in the circuit of the figure has a value of 25 ohms. So, first we have to write given data. Okay. Given data. So, XL is nothing but 25 ohms. This is okay. If the voltage drop across Z is 179 volts, so across this is nothing but 179. That is V is equals to I z, which is equals to 179 volts. Clear? Okay. And given I is equals to what? 4 amps, 4 at an angle 0, that is meaning, right. The power dissipated in the circuit is 320 watts. Power dissipated, which is nothing but I square into R only, which is nothing but 320 watts. That is it. This is the given data. So, from this first we have to calculate the power factor, right. First power factor, and given voltage, sorry, voltage is there, no, given voltage P is nothing but 100 at an angle 0, that is RMS, all are RMS only. Power factor is what we are having. From this, cos phi is what? P by S. We all know that this is the value of P only. Therefore, P is equals to what? 320 watts, like that S equals to V into I. We all know that V is what? 100, I is what? 400 volt amperes. So, cos phi is what? P 320 by 400. From this, cos phi is nothing but 0.8, right. The power factor is 0.8. Completed. Next, inductive circuit resistance B. R. See, from this, given power dissipated I square R is nothing but 320 watts. 320. From this, R is equals to what? 320 by 4 square, that is 320 by 16, which is nothing but 20 ohms only, right. Therefore, R is equals to 20 ohms. So, R is 20. Completed. Next, inductive part of Z, that is nothing but C. Inductive part of Z is nothing but what? That is inductive reactance only. Okay, that is inductive reactance only. This is capital XL. Now, we can assume this is small xl. Small xl. Okay, inductive reactance. We all know that what is the value of resistance from this? R is 20 ohms, right. We all know that. So, Z is equals to R plus J X L, that is the meaning. So, from this, mod Z is equals to square root of R square plus X L whole square. We all know that. See, from this observation we can calculate the value of Z, right. We know that Z is equals to V by I. What is the value of V? Tell me. 179 by I is what? 4, which is nothing but 4 4s 44.75 ohms. So, Z is what? 44.75. Therefore, this is 44.75 whole square, which is equals to R square, that is 20 square plus XL whole square, right. So, from this XL, which is nothing but 44 minus 20 whole square. From this we can get 40 ohms. The answer is 40 ohms. Next, D, part D, that is net reactive power. Q net, right, that is Q net is nothing but I square into capital XL plus small xl. I square is what? I is what? 4. 16 into XL is what given as 25 plus 40, which is nothing but 16 into 65. Therefore, Q net is equals to 1040 VAR. Okay. I square 4 is 4 amps, 1040. Yeah, that's it. We are having power factor, circuit resistance, inductive part of that is inductive reactance, and next is what? Net reactive power 1040 volt ampere reactive.